All right, so finally for your grammar and editing this week, you're going to focus on punctuation marks. We've talked a little bit about some of these, and for some of them, not much at all. So make certain that you review each of the sections to make certain that you can see how it is that these are being used. Really, my focus is to focus on the period, the question mark, the semicolon. The other ones, the colon and the hyphen, the dash, the parentheses, those are not used as frequently. So would just be kind of an intro into some of these. So again, each type has a description of how we use that. So go ahead and make certain that you review that before you get to, of course, test 2. And in this case, you get to actually do some editing for this. So the goal is to use the appropriate punctuation, and you'll see each of the following sentences only needs one kind of punctuation. So you're not going to have to mix them up. So once you identify where the punctuation goes, add the punctuation and then go ahead and tell us which one that you used. I know it will be obvious, but just in case maybe I can't read your handwriting or something with that. So again, you're showing where the punctuation goes, what punctuation you use, and then also make sure you identify that. So if I look at number 1, I refuse to attend family reunions. I can't stand my cousins and I hate posing for photos. So here we have this idea that hopefully you're thinking, oh my gosh, I think there is a run-on. We have multiple sentences and they're jammed together without proper punctuation. In the case of the end of the sentence, this one's okay. We have a comma and an and. We know that creates our compound structure. But here we have, between these words, this is where we have that run-on. There's no punctuation listed there. So now your choice is, okay, would I use a colon, a semicolon, a hyphen, a dash, or a parenthesis? And if you remember back to the last few weeks, what we focused on is making a change to a run-on by using a semicolon. So in this case, you could separate these two separate sentences using a semicolon. And so that's a really good way to break up sentences that you want to show a close relationship to. So you would put a semicolon between reunions and I, and then go ahead and put B on the line to make certain that those two match for that. So again, these only hold a single type of punctuation, so don't start mixing those things up. And I will give you some clues here. The colon, choice A, you can use 3 different times. 3 different times. The semicolon will be used 2 different times. The hyphen, which is C, will be used 2 times. The dash, which is like a long hyphen, the dash is going to be used 2 times. And then the parenthesis, choice E, is going to be used only 1 time. So see what you can do with this. Have some fun. Some of these will be more familiar than others, but do your best and only pick one after you've reviewed the directions for how to use them. Good luck. We'll talk about it in class.